Hi, welcome to my tube. My name is Margie. I'm Heoka. I'm empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Today I feel pretty good. I rested. My tower moment was yesterday. I did 3 lives yesterday. The last one was late. That wasn't, that's the thing is like we have patterns, but I like to break things. So I broke my own pattern, did a third live. I had my tower moment yesterday. I got till like October, November to Amscray, pack up my stuff and get out of here. You can you can have a good time, but you can't stay here. Yeah, time to go. So I knew it was coming. The astrology's coming, and that's the difference about evolving and transforming and growing up, but also also at the same time hanging on to your inner child. Your guidance, your compass. That's what guides us is our inner child, and people just freaking put their freaking baby in a corner, and then this is the world we get. I got my right before I did my talk. I have an app that I get Astro Future, and I get these little when the technology works, when time is divine, and I get because sometimes you get emails, sometimes you don't, sometimes it's just all divine. When things are supposed to line up, they will, and if things aren't for you, your message will not be received, and that's the times that we're sitting in. And my messages have been so received. I'm just like, I feel like I'm going from Marge 2.0 to Marge freaking Marge, I don't know, Roman numerals. No, I never liked that ideology of the first, second, and third. It's royal. It's colonial. I'm wearing purple today. It's my least favorite color. I gotta wear it, even if I don't like it as much as the other. It's just because of how it feels and what it represents to me, and it represents all that colonial stuff. All that. I always thought the blue in the red, white, and blue was a little bit more purple than it should be. I always thought more of a... Anyway, see, it's all that royalty, people, that indignant entitlement vibration. Don't you know who I am? All that Lego my ego stuff. So my aspect today. You could be most persuasive with others and eloquent in speech and communication. The situation is natural for self-expression and lends itself to a particular ideas and thoughts. A good conversation with those you love is possible. So here I am, kicking in lavish, lavish, the not so lavish lifestyle of Heoka, lightworker, empath. I get paid, and my gratitude is, my payment is in gratitude and heart space, I have a hard time with that stuff. I'm a fool. Money, I give it away. It comes and goes easy. You'd think more people would have that ideology. Nope. But we have psychology, and it creates lack in people, and and then they're fearful because they don't, they're reading other people's scripts, and what happens if the scripts stop coming and they don't have the stuff inside, the juice inside, the currency to create beautiful things, because they're just reading other people's words. That's what we're seeing. We saw that with a lot. Now everybody's getting out and about. Everybody's mad. Everybody's fired up. Everybody's, if you still got angers and wreckages of your past, everybody's mad right now. I'm excited for the next chapter. I'm glad people are getting mad, because you got to get mad to crack that shell to get into the good stuff. People got to get mad, and mad is always a derivative. It's like mathematics, man. Mad is always a derivative of fear. Always. It's like a vibrational frequency. Math and psychology, this is just coming to me, is in frequency too. So you add these placements and these personality traits with these potentials, and these are the likely outcomes that we have. I'm an esoteric Sherlock Holmes. I know this makes sense because it's all quantum, and it's all in all of us. We all have one shared consciousness. It's just there's all this information and data that people think about that got buried and hidden away because, well, there's no profits in that. And money matters more than people, and the people that created the world the way that it is, based on imposed thoughts and, tracking cookies and all that stuff, and it just got greedy and gross, and it ain't the way the earth was supposed to be. The earth is always supposed to be birthed into this beautiful, utopian place, and then egos get in the way, and they ruin everything. Then they want to frickin', you know, go, make bombs and then go blow up in other parts of the country, and then say, "Oh, look at us, we're helping by rebuilding the country," when we're the ones that blew it up to begin with. It's all this cognitive dissonance, and it's because things are run by frickin' lunatics. If you had the psychologists frickin' do tests on the people, most of these people should be retired, like sitting in a chair. Like, I'm not even like trying to make fun or like make fun of, because some people are in better condition physically and mentally than I am in their 70s and 80s, but some of those people that are making rules and deciding things should not even have a driver's license, and probably a lot of them have drivers at this point anyway and don't drive anyway because they're so important. And the thing of the most insane part about the whole thing is that we're all the clowns, is that they've set it up so we pay for all of their luxuries. You don't think that there's kings and queens in America? It's every VP. It's every CEO. They've all set their lives up to be kings and queens, and so there's a lot of dictators because people have the lack mentality. Because when there's so much, and the ratio to people going without is so much more grand compared to all that there is, that's just selfish, man. There's karma in that. Now we're gonna see that people feel bad about how they treat other people. Trust me, I've had it happen my whole life. My brother has admitted to me that he used to treat me badly because he was a witness to a sexual abuse account of mine, and I was like, "Oh, that did happen. I thought I was crazy. That did happen." He's like, "Yeah, I never said anything," because he's got the quiet gene to just don't report and don't rock the boat because you don't want to get in trouble. So I learned how to stick up for myself. And I've had lots of examples because how I look, and I have strong energy, and people that don't have energy, they like playing with it like a cat and a mouse. They like toying with me just to see what I'm going to do to poke the bear. But the thing is in I get older, I'm trying to go from Heyoka wise clown to sacred clown, and I can't do that by acting like a fool. And I can say my piece, and I can speak my mind and do my truth, and I can consider the data, and I can change my mind, and I can do this if I want to, and I can not do this, where it's just spirits having a human experience in a soul sag. And so when I look around and I just see how miserable and hard people make up rules just to make other people's lives more complicated, I'm just like, God, I don't even want to have anything to do with that. I just go find my cabin on a hill, me and Mom, go take pictures of squirrels and stuff in nature. Because I cooperate with nature, so nature has a way of always coming visiting me because it teaches me stuff. I learn more in my life. I've learned more from sitting under a tree and just being there present for hours because nobody wants to talk to me anyway. So I found my church in nature, my solace, my peace, and I figure out how things work. Like, I can read land. I know where not to step after, okay, these clouds are over here. It looks like it's raining over there. Water comes down here. Where we're standing, we should probably get in higher ground right now. That's how I know how to read the earth. I am hypersensitive. I'm conditioned to be. I am hypersensitive. I'm hypervigilant, and I think people like to mess with me just to see if they feel like they're thinking they're getting away with something. You can feel that way. I'll let you feel that way. That is my gift to you. I'll let you feel like you're getting one over on me. I know. I am excited for my prospects. I'm not spending money right now. I've been on a spending freeze for quite some time. I am treating myself to a reading. I try to get Heidi's attention, and we're not on the same wavelength right now, so I wish her well and hope she's doing good and stuff. So I reached out to the peace dealer this morning. He gave me a shout out on Instagram last night. If you go watch his Instagram, it's like in the first minute, no joke. It's like one of the first things he says. I was like, he sees me. You know? It's one thing that people always used to say, look at me when I talk to you. Look at me when I talk to you, and as I get older, that means so many things to me. It's like, why do they want to look at me? And then I found out what the narcissist was and the no viber was. And they like to see the fear in your eyes. They like to see the control that they're causing to use fear, and they want to see it. That's like the same heart space as the person that likes to take life, that likes to choke people. That's an anger and a rage. That's no joke. That's some anger when you think of physics, you know. They like to watch the light leave out of and they're like, I did this. Like they have control and power. Everything is about a power play. Everything is about control. And so when you come dealing with anyone from a heart space that anyone is better than anyone else, ding, 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 ding. In case your parents didn't teach you. Maybe that's why I'm here, is to teach people. Yeah, the hoarder, the withholder. It's a heart space. And everybody has free will to change. And this eclipse in 2 days is no joke, man. It's no joke. The mental health status of individuals all over the world in the next few days is deteriorating at an exponential rate. And if people don't take the time to get to know themselves, to be like, whoa, I'm an autonomous being. Is this fear mine, or am I collecting the fear vibrational frequency of somebody in my close proximity? That's the way we got to start thinking. Logically. Frequentially. I'm hearing it more. I'm hearing talks. I'm hearing more talks. I'm like, maybe they're listening to me. Maybe they're watching me. Maybe they're seeing me. Maybe they're looking at me when I'm talking, and they're just not saying, because people are looking. I get notifications. Your LinkedIn account is, I did a straight people like Rainbows 2 third eye activated. Like when I started this channel, I did all like it's marketing. It's all marketing. It just wasn't my time. And there's a lot I don't know, that I believe in divine timing, and the stuff I don't know, the universe will send the people into my life to fill the empty spaces, you know. To fill the stuff that's still empty in me, that can only be filled with the knowledge of recognition, of learning about myself and self-exploration through other people. You know, I get skittish because some people suck, man. The older you get, you're just like, oh, it's just another sucky person. Oh, it's just another withholder. You know, why am I gonna bother if I can't count on somebody when I'm legitimately like I need help, you know, and they're like, I'm in a bad mood, I can't help you right now. Because I only ask when I need it, you know. And I kind of did an ask last night. As universe, I'm like, I know there's a place for me and Mom and all the dogs and Stanley and you know, and it's just waiting for us. It's lining up. The universe is lining up. It's just waiting for us. And then I'm gonna grow my tube, make friends on my tube, and then have people come visit, and then I'll show them around, because I'm a heck of a tour guide, and they can teach me about where they are and what life is like, the actual account of what things are like and where they live, you know. And we can do these connections online too, because my background's IT. I'm an IT professional. I'm all about support, yo. I'm just here to help. That's all that I live to do, is help. I've had to learn about boundaries and recognize that I can only help people that want to be helped, or that recognize that they even need help. One of my greatest life lessons is learning, because I was, you know, I wanted to do everything. I always played the what if I was always by myself game, because I was always by myself. And so I became freaking sufficient to a fault, to a detriment, from ego, out of fear. Because I can't count on I can't count on nobody, so I gotta learn how to do everything I possibly can. Cooking, electronics. I got a lot of skills. I just never stopped to think that I need talent because of the old programming, and that's one of the reasons why I reached out to Peace Stealer to see if he can give me a little guidance, because I was one of those. I got stuck in it, I look at people, I get envious and jealous. That kid is so smart. He's only like 30 years old. I've been on the planet. I was driving when he was born. I got my driver's license when he was born, and he's just freaking, his planetary alignments, he's just gifted, more gifted in a lot of ways than I am, Hopefully we can connect and good things can happen there. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Think it. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid. They're grounded. They're grounded for a week. They are locked out of YouTube for something 2 months ago. Some bull honky crap from two months ago. 2 months ago. They change the algorithms and then they grandfather stuff in, and that doesn't benefit so don't drink the Kool-Aid's been grounded. Put in its place. See, when there's powers that be that put themselves into positions, do what I say. I saw Beyonce and frickin' JD were frickin' got in trouble. I don't like them. I know they're on the ego list. They're on the naughty list. They're on the ego list. They're on the self-serving list, and they got in trouble for frickin' ripping off an old lady using her words. Always give credit where credit's due. I knew that guy's a scumbag because you got the freaking rappers, right, that start, they all freaking sold some kind of dope in their younger days. Now you either sell the green stuff, that, the medicine, or you sell the white stuff. And JD was the white because he was more of an opportunist. He's more ego. It's more about the money. So he sold crack. That's more wicked to me. So, anyway. Karma catches up to you, because we have all this society of people that are just told about how important they are. That's why so many military officers, that's why so many suicide rates in veterans are through the roof. It's because you have all these guys that are just told that they're so important, and then when they're retired and they're quiet and it's done and they got no place to go where they're told they're important, then they're like start looking at their lives and it's just all crap. And so they're just like, they can't live with themselves because they're living a lie. Anybody in the talkie room? I'd clog your whole board. Snookum, you freaking crack me up, dude. I gotta tell you, you got clever endeavors. You make me blush. You do. You make me blush. you where the part that is most alignment I am called to go is back to the 40th parallel, my homeland. Not in the city. I'm looking to go in the foothills. So somewhere like Lakehead, Shingletown, Montgomery Creek, Northern California. Someplace within like a 30-minute, 40-minute drive to Redden without me having to, because they're a Babylon in itself, and I gotta think logistically because it's fire season coming too, so I gotta take that in mind, So maybe Trinity, Weaverville, maybe the parts that already burned that's growing back, it's already been cleared out. So I got nieces, see. And they're in Sacramento. There's no way I can live in a city. I can't live in a city. My energy field is like, these people need to learn to self-soothe, for Christ's sake. Yeah, so I can't live in a city no more until people, learn to self-soothe. And then I see myself like going around doing motivational, to go, having people come visit, just having like a retreat center and just like, clowning around and doing stuff, safety first, and I can teach people about safety and stuff like that. There's all kinds of stuff to do in Northern California. Redding, there's Lake Shasta Caverns. You can go have dinner, a nice dinner on the lake. I mean, there's just, it's such a beautiful place. It's just, I hate organized religion. I ain't an organized religion. There's a church there that is like taking over the area, their ego mentality. You know, it's a universal church. And it's like, it's a joke to me because I'm like, dude, so will you teach telekinesis? Because I got that. Can you do a lighter trick? Because I can do that, you know. Now I'm getting there. You know, it's all these people that tell you that you know. That's why I do these free, and I will not monetize my channel because spirit is free and it's for fun and it's for everyone. So people that I have a hard time. I understand people are trying to pay bills and stuff like that and got student loans and stuff like that. But once you step more into spirit, you find, why are you paying them back anyway? Why does anybody pay those back? Who's gonna come after you? They don't even have the manpower. You know, the freaking economic system is a reindeer game and it's all a racket and it's not based on anything. And I think people are just more mad that they're figuring out that they got duped, so they're throwing temper tantrums. They just got told Santa's not real, but there's a naughty and a nice list. Good thing this ain't for children, huh? I clock your whole board. That is funny to me, man. I love freaking smart people. Hi, Benzo. Just say hi to the peeps. Hi, Benz. So, yeah, and plus heat. I have a hard time with heat, too, and Reading gets so hot, so I got to go up in the foothills. So these are all the things that I got to start dreaming about and manifesting about, and quite frankly, I don't know what I'm going to do, because, I mean, I could use the VA loan, but I can't, because unless somebody wants to buy a house, because I'm like, my house in Omaha, it frickin' didn't sell, because my frickin' planets didn't line up, and that's the one part that was like a karmic lesson learned, you know, and I learned my lessons and stuff, you know, but it went in the hole. It was like, I got it for $122,000, beautiful house. It's on, I got pictures of it on my my Instagram page, Snapnax. Beautiful, gorgeous house. I loved it. I put my heart, my soul into it. It was beautiful, and then they cut all the trees around me down, and I was like, I gotta go. It was barren, like living on a barren planet. And I was like, I gotta go. So then I ended up in Oregon, then I couldn't get a job. So I'm in the hole, 18 grand. So if somebody else can, you know, freaking buy, I will pay the bill. I just need to get into a place. I got so many ideas. I can do this. I can't do it by myself, and it makes my ego flare. It makes my head hurt. It makes me angry that I have to put intentions out in the universe because I'm getting old. I still got a lot of years, but my body is just like not what it and I spent a lot of time transmuting that fear because I've seen what happens to people when their energy fields shut down. It's like how people get ALS and stuff like that, and there's already storylines of that, and I got the bad anthrax vaccine in me, so who knows what's gonna happen, you know. Except this is the bonus part about meditating for an hour every single day, is that fear is a frequency and it's an emotion, and people gotta know that it passes. It can come through you, it can overtake you, it can raise your spirit out of your body and make you forget where you are. It's called disassociation. It can fragment your spirit when you get in too many conditions, you know, too many physics, too much stimuli. People shut down. It's what the spirit does. It's a warning. It's like when people have near-death experiences and they rise above and they see themselves down below, you know. It's because there's the things that human bodies endure. The vibes are too dense for the spirit, so it has to rise above, and sometimes when it comes back down, you miss parts. Aspects are gone forever, like when it happens with child abuse. When sexual abuse happens, that version of the person that little girl could have been before is gone forever, you know. And people are it's an all call right now, and all of the aspects that have been missing for every human spirit on this earth is all being called to home, and everybody's just figuring out that We're all connected, so freaking stop being a jerk to each other, because you're only hurting yourself. And it hurts me too. Yeah. So there ain't nothing wrong with seeing people have demonized people. See, and that's the thing, is egos and sadists and manipulators and controllers, they don't feel emotions. They don't feel the emotional vibrational frequency of emotions like empaths, like we do, like regular, like normal people do. That's why nothing's personal and everything's business, and that is the wrong attitude. Everything is personal and nothing should be business. Business is a reindeer made up game, yeah. So I don't want anybody to worry about me or nothing, you know. I've been through way worse. Go check out my earlier videos, you know. I got cancer in my first and second house. Life is, unless I'm a fool and I'm backwards and I'm reading things wrong, that's the thing, is the way I look at it, life is going to get really good for me. I just need some guidance, you know, of like some other people as sounding boards, you know, because not all my ideas are good, and sometimes I just, you know, I thought I had somebody that I had, but she's, you know, she's got her own astrology right now, and I gotta respect that, you know. Hi, Marge. Marge Astrology just left my comment, so that's us making connections. See, she's seeing me. See, she's seeing me. People are seeing me. I don't know how they can miss me, too, because I make my presence known. I go out in the world. I used to go to meetings, you know, hang out with my friends at Bill W. I've heard years and years of stories of people's accounts of ego and spirit. So I know how people act. I know what they dress. I know they're eating. You know, I've just collected data my whole life, and I'm just here to share all the data I've collected with other people. And so I wear bow ties, you know, bright shirts. I got orange pants, and I mean, my style is freaking popping. So and so when people, you know, when I'm running to a door at a building and people just let the door go in my face, you know, I'm like, it's because of their ego. It's because they don't feel seen. They don't feel seen, because I know you see me hustling. Because if someone's waiting for me, you can be sure I'm going to show some sort of kind of sense of urgency, because everybody's time matters, and nobody's time ain't even real. So, whatever. Talkie room. Homes are by the well. Hey, if I just think about people. Yeah, Minnesota. I came from Omaha. I came from the Midwest. Mosquitoes, man. Like, I went out last night to take the dogs out. I got to put pants, and it's nice. I got to put pants on, because I can't put on DEET. I don't got water. I do have that plant-based. I got to put that out where I see it. I got plant-based, like, off spray, because I can't risk the dogs, because they lick. And I can't risk them licking me. I mean, yeah, I moved to a place. All my problems are solved, you know, with moving, so I'm glad to move. Because I can't put on the bug spray, because the dogs might lick, and I don't, and it's just, I don't have the energy. My pros and cons. But I would love, but you know what? I have friends that have cabins up in Minnesota. I have friends that have cabins in Minnesota, and that's what I want to do. Is I know these people with the same heart space that I've met all over the world, you know, from going to these, you know, meetings where people want to live more in spirit and less in ego. They got their own stuff too. But, you know, maybe we could meet there and hang out in a cabin, because they got jet skis and it's on a lake and stuff like that. And that's all I want to do in my life, is go around and take pictures of experiences and share experiences with people and make new history. You know, not worry about so much of the old history. If you're freaking acting decent today, you don't got to worry about people being a jerk yesterday. It has nothing to do with the color of our skin. I really can't wait till that dialogue starts changing. See, that's why I intentionally made my straight people like rainbows too in the color wheel. It's not in the rainbow. It's the color wheel, because to me that makes more sense. We're just all shades of the same color spectrum. What matters is where your heart space vibes from. What you do with that heartbeat. What you do with the congruence or the lack of congruence in you. Do you go out and you spread hate every day and just mad at everybody and pissed off? I did for years. I hope it didn't shorten my life. I hope I can recover those cells. But I did a lot of things to my detriment to shorten my life. We all do. I drank for 13 years, 14 years. That in itself kills brain cells, supposedly. But it opens your mind. But if you do it too much, it's poison and toxic. Everything is balanced. That's what I'm trying to help teach. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.